Hello Molly, this will be some midterm video feedback for you, and I'll be focusing on the print ad, and this is also a belated welcome to GRA 220. Molly, your ingredients are terrific, really, and I like that you've used everything that you've learned in the first 2 weeks, beginning with the color changes in your photographs, presumably using adjustment layers. And then I like the silhouettes of these champagne glasses too, very inviting. Be careful of your margins. This is just a bit tight, and think about ways to align type other than centering them. Sometimes it looks, the logo, for example, is not really centered. It's more like flush left, ragged right. So maybe try to find common axes in your composition on which to align type. I guess what I'm suggesting is perhaps making this flush left, ragged right. You've used the corporate palette to good effect, and I think you're verging on having perhaps too many ingredients. So think about what you can do to pare back ingredients. I'm glad you figured out how to get an image within a circle. That's always very useful to know. And I think perhaps a little less banded. I see like a vertical band here, 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 and here. The purple props could be taken, could be dropped off the back. Off the bottom. I see that you've bled. That's good. I think it's a cleaner look. And in general, perhaps you might consider randomly placing these circles and perhaps varying the scale of them. So that some are, perhaps very large, bleeding off the edge, and some are smaller. I'll take a look at your file, your Illustrator file, but I know that you weren't able to embed images. And that's very important to understand. How to do, because you want to make files that are self-contained. Molly, your documentation of your process is great, and you can import an image into a circle and not have to use a mask, but nonetheless this is a good simple demonstration on how to use a masking layer, so that's good. You have quite a few masks then. I would say that you've mastered it because you have these as well. So great documentation of your process. Now I wanted to show you what I meant by importing images. Here is your file in Illustrator that I've opened up. And you can see that when I scroll over it, where you have placed images are now designated with boxes with X's in them. That means that they are linked and not embedded. So how do I import or embed an image? Very simple. Off screen up here, I'm going to go to, I'm in Illustrator, File, Place, you can see it right there. And then I'm going to fish around for an arbitrary photograph, hopefully something somewhat appropriate. Image here, it's quite large. Now notice I hit Embed. Let me do that again, because there's an important thing about the interface. So it's File, Place. Make sure that that linked is not selected. Okay, make sure that this box is not selected. It's really obscure in the interface, but make sure that that is not selected, and then select the image and place. If linked is selected, then you're not going to be able to embed your images. And when you embed your images, you'll know because there won't be an X through them. Okay. Now this is huge, so you have to scale it down. Transform, scale, and you can scale it down numerically this way. I'm going to just go for maybe like 20%. Just disappeared. But anyway, you get the idea. Make sure that you embed rather than link.